name is Cindy Natali. I'm doing the lesson on fractions, and my grade is first grade. So does anybody have any idea what fractions are? Okay, good. We're gonna learn it today. A fraction is fractions represent equal parts of a whole. So that may sound a little confusing, but we're gonna break it down, and let's think of it in terms of a pizza. Here's our beautiful pepperoni pizza, which everybody, I know that's not my favorite, but does anybody like pepperoni pizza? Raise your hand. Be like, okay, we got a pepperoni pizza. So as you can see, this is a pepperoni pizza as a whole. So, but when you would get a pepperoni pizza from the store, they would give it to you in slices, right? They wouldn't give it to you just, here's a whole pizza, eat the whole thing. They would give it to you in slices. So that's kind of what fractions are. So we would slice up our pizza. Let's put our slices. And there you can see there's the 8 slices on the pizza, which is kind of similar to what a fraction would be. So 8 slices would make up a whole pizza. But let's say that we eat 1 piece of pizza. So this piece is gone. So now we've had 1 piece of pizza and there's only 7 left. Well, if we were writing this as a fraction, this is how we would write it. So let's explain what I just did there. So this number, this top number right here, is called the numerator. So the numerator is the top number. This bottom number right here is our denominator. So the numerator will account for the amount of slices that we've eaten. So we've only eaten 1 slice. So that means our top number would be a 1. And our denominator would stay the same because there's only 8 slices total. So let's go back to our pizza, and let's see, what if we ate 3 slices? So now 3 of these slices are gone. So does anybody have an idea what this top number would be?
3.
3, that's right. So our new fraction would be 3/8. Does anybody know why the 8 stayed the same? Anybody? Why?
Because you still have 1 pizza.
Yep, because there's still only 8 slices. That's right. Okay, let's try. Whoops. So let's try it again, but let's say instead of saying how many slices we've eaten, let's do it with how many slices have not been eaten. So we have 3 slices of the pizza that are gone, which leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. So would the denominator change? First off, would the denominator still be 8?
Yes.
Yes. What about the numerator? What would that number be? What would the denominator be? Or the numerator be?
It would be 5.
It would be 5. That's right. Good job. So our new fraction for the amount of the remaining pizza would be 5/8. Okay. Let's try it again. Let's make us a new pizza here. So we have a pizza. And right here, if there was just 1 line down the middle, that would leave us with 2 pieces of pizza, right? For the whole thing. So let's say this is gone. So what would our bottom number be? Anybody? Bottom number.
2.
It would be 2. What would our top number be? Our top number would be 1. So this is 1/2. And you can see it, 1/2 of the pizza is missing. So let's make this equal to, let's say that there were 2 other slices right down the middle. So then there's 4. But wouldn't the answer still be 1/2? Because 1/2 of it is missing. Do you see that? Okay, so we have 1/2 of our pizza missing. Okay. Now, are there any questions before we move on? No? Okay. So now we have a little worksheet and activity to do. So there's your worksheets. Okay. So, so you can see that there are bananas. We have 8 bananas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 bananas, right? So if this were a fraction, this would be a whole because there's 8 total, and so all of them are good bananas. So let's see. Let me look at this really fast. Okay. So now the activity we're going to do is I'm going to put a fraction up on the board, and you have to figure out which one it is on your worksheet. And then when we figure it out, then you'll color in for your worksheet. So we have 8 bananas, but you have 5 different fractions on your worksheet, and each of those we're doing the amount of bad bananas in the batch. So let's see. We have 1 bad banana. We have another bad banana, and we have another bad banana. So how many bad bananas do we have?
3.
3 bad bananas. So can anybody look on their paper and tell me which fraction we're doing?
This one.
3/8. That's right. So our fraction for that would be 3/8. So now you'll color in your 3 bad bananas for that one.
Teacher, I don't have a pencil. How am I supposed to color this in?
Okay, so now moving on to our next fraction. Let's see, we have our 8 bananas. Now, so how many bad bananas do we have out of our batch?
2.
2. So who can tell me what our fraction is? Mason, what's our fraction?
It's 2/8.
That is right. Good job. Okay, so you can go ahead and color that one in on your worksheet. Yes. Okay, so now let's try another one. So how many bad bananas do we have on this one?
4.
4, okay. Color in which one you think is right. That's right. What fraction would this be?
1/8.
Okay, good job. Who besides Stephanie knows what this fraction would be?
5/8.
5/8. That's good. Color it in on your worksheet. Okay, now let's see. Let's go over a refresher. Okay, so I'm going to write a fraction down. is this? What is this number? What's that number called? If it's at the bottom of the fraction, what is it called? Mason.
The denominator.
It's called the denominator. That's right. So what about this number? What would this number be called?
I think she knows.
Stephanie.
The numerator.
It would be the numerator. Okay. Now, let's see. Who could tell me what this fraction would be? What would that fraction be?
1 over 2.
Good job. Let's see. What about... What would that fraction be?
1 over 3.
1 over 3. That's right. Let's try another one. Let's see. What about that fraction? What would you call that one?
1 over 4.
What about for the amounts that are not shaded in? What would that fraction be?
3 over 4.
3 over 4, that's right. So, remember, whenever we're dealing with fractions, a fraction represents the equal parts of a whole. So as you can see, they're drawing, so they're not perfectly equal, but each of these would be equal in a whole. So, are there any questions? No questions? Okay, good
Is
job.
class over?
Class is over.
Okay, good.